Hey everyone, welcome back to Roulette Fever. Today I'm back with an inside bet strategy, and while coming up with this strategy, I've made sure to minimize its risk factor as much as possible because when we play with some inside bets, we all know that our risk element increases automatically. Okay, so rather than waiting any longer, let's just begin. We're gonna play with some inside bet, with some corner bets today. Okay, so we are going to be starting with three corner bets, and with three corner bets we are going to be covering 3 dozens. Okay, so you can choose any three random corner bets. It can be on the basis of the hot and cold or the trend, or the process. Okay, I'm going to choose these ones, and obviously I'm going to keep on shuffling, and I'm going to give you more detail about the progression and all of these stuffs as we go along. Okay, so let's begin. I'm gonna keep my bet size to, the base bet unit size to minimum, and let's see how far it takes us. Okay, we have started with a win, and for the sake of this video and this demonstration, I'm not changing my numbers or corner bets as of now. Okay, so yeah, let's go. And obviously, we don't need to do anything when we win, right? Okay, we have faced our first loss. So what we are gonna do is that we are not gonna increase our bet size, but whenever we are gonna face a loss, we are gonna add another corner bet. Okay, that's the max amount of corner bets we are gonna go with. 4 corner bets. Okay, that's the max. But obviously, we are not gonna increase our unit size as of now. Now, when it comes to the fourth corner bet, you can place it just anywhere you want to. Okay, you can choose the last winning number or anything. Just choose a random corner bet. Okay, just make sure that those corner bets don't overlap with each other. Okay, that's all. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this one, and let's spin. Remember, we are not increasing our bet size, the unit size, just after a loss. Okay, we're just adding a corner bet, another corner bet, that's all. Okay, we have faced another loss. So what we are gonna do here is that we're gonna check obviously our session stats. We are on -1 at the moment, but for this round too, we don't need to increase our bet size. So this is how this strategy becomes really safe. We can only lose as much as we bet, so we are controlling ourselves. Okay, so let's go for another spin with that same unit size, and now we are neither increasing our total corner bets or the unit sizes. Okay, so we are going with the same unit size and the same amount of corner bets. So let's go. So if you see, technically, if we win this one, we can compensate to a certain level, so I'm not increasing it. Okay, we have faced another loss. Obviously, you can shuffle in between those corner bets, in between those rounds, but when you lose, I would suggest you to stick to those corner bets until you end the progression or something like that. Okay, so for the next round, we are gonna add 1 unit on every corner bet. Okay, and I'm gonna talk about the limitations also, where you need to stop and all of the stuff. So let's see what happens now. While playing with this kind of strategy, our main aim will be to remain in positives at first, then we are going to look for something more. So now we are back in positives. Okay, it may not be the all-time session high because we were up by 6. So at this moment, I would suggest you to go back to the base unit size, obviously, but with the same, go back to the basic 3 corner bets. Okay, don't hang around with 4 corner bets because we are back in positives. If we were to be in negatives, then I would have asked you to stay with 4 corner bets. Okay, but obviously now you can change our numbers. Okay, and let's go with this one, and I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, let's spin. As you can see that we don't need to straight away increase our unit size while we play with corner bets. We can wait for some time. So again, we are gonna follow the process, and as you can see, I'm not gonna change my corner bets after a loss. Okay, so now I'm gonna choose another corner bet. So I'm gonna go with let's do this one. Okay, just make sure that your corner bets don't overlap with each other. That's all you need to keep in mind because we want to cover as many numbers as possible. Okay, so let's go. if you think about, anticipate of hitting one straight numbers, and that's why you are putting your corner bets by overlapping each other, and you are hoping that, well, one number will come and that certain number will be on two corner bets, so I'm going to win more. That doesn't happen very often. Okay, so it's better to cover as many numbers as possible. So as you saw that we are covering many numbers. I mean, we were going with four corner bits. Okay, so technically we were covering 16 numbers, so that helped us. So again, we are back in positives, and also we are with a new session high. So again, we are going to be going back to three corner bits. Okay, and I'm going to talk about more about the progression and the limitation that I was talking about, where you need to stop, because when we play with an inside based strategy, you need to remember that it can be pretty intriguing and addictive too, because you know it's not like the outside bets. Let's go. Where you have chances of winning 50-50. Here you are hoping for winning big. So that addiction, that gambling nature kicks in, Great, we have another direct win. So obviously you can keep your betting size, betting placement same. It's not mandatory to change after each and every win. But I'm doing it a bit, I'm shuffling it a bit, but it will depend solely and completely on you what you need to do and what you want to do. And I'm gonna go with this one. Obviously you will face some consecutive losses sometimes, while you are playing with this kind of a strategy. Now we are going to increase once again our another corner bit. We are going to increase. Okay, so in this case I'm going to go with this one, not only because the last one was 17 or anything like that, but yeah, I'm feeling like that's all. Okay, so let's go. So we have another loss. So just what we do here, we don't need to increase our unit size. Here we don't need to do anything. We can go for another round, right? So after that we are going to increase. So we are being patient, and we are hoping, things are going to turn into our favor. But if it doesn't, then we are going to take the next step. Now we are going to increase our bet size, obviously. Let's see what happens. I'm not changing my bet placements while in a progression. Now it's fine that we are facing some losses, so that I can show you, always keep on checking your session stats. We're on -6. So rather than going for something aggressive, we can keep on adding $1. There is no need to go with $2 or anything like that as of now. But obviously there will be a certain time when you will have to maybe add $2, but not as of now. And while preparing this strategy, I was thinking, how can I stop from using a two-step progression, because that can be devastating. Okay, so we have another loss. So let's go. And when I was talking about the limitation, I have made sure that I'm not gonna go above the fifth step. I'm not gonna go over that. So in this case, we were betting with $4 on each and every corner bet. So I made sure that the $5 step will be the last one in this strategy. That's where I'm gonna stop. I know it's tough to control your gambling nature when you are playing with a strategy like this. You hope that, well, if I keep on adding one more unit, as I'm not using martingale, it's gonna save me and I'm gonna win again. But that doesn't happen very often, And as we are back in positive, I would request you to go back to the base bet, obviously. But if you feel like, you can play with $2, with three corner bits. Don't play with four corner bits. Play with three corner bits. But I'm gonna play with $1 on three corner bits because I like safety much more, and I'm in positive, so I don't need to do anything foolish. That's how I like to move. You know. So as you can understand, if I would have played with $2 or $3 on this bet, I would have lost much more. But here I'm giving myself a bit more breathing room. Okay. So now, according to the system, we are gonna add another corner bet. Okay. So yeah, let's go with this one. Okay, and let's spin. Okay, we have another loss. So we're gonna keep those betting units and corner bet size same. We're not gonna change anything for this round. We are following the system properly. We are managing our bankroll in spite of playing with inside bet strategies. We have a win. Great. I know we are zero. We are back to zero, but it's fine, So for this kind of a situation where you are, back to zero, not in positives actually, what you can do is that you can go with four corner bets, obviously. But let's assume I'm just giving you a hypothetical situation, Let's say you are betting with four corner bets with $2 or $3 on each and every one of them, okay? Then if you see yourselves close to positive, let's say you are -2, -3, or -5, or even you are on zero. What you can do is that you can keep on betting with four corner bets, but decrease their betting size and go back to the base bet of $1, okay, or 50 cents, whatever your base bet was. So in this case, this was my base bet, obviously $1, but I increased it to four corner bets from three corner bets. So here I can go with this four corner bets, okay, if I want to. But I'm gonna go with four corner bets, but I'm gonna change these numbers a bit, That's all. And I'm only going with four corner bets because I'm back to zero, not to positives, correctly. So yeah, but if I lose this one, I'm gonna follow the next step. I'm not gonna increase my bet size, okay? I'm gonna give it another chance and then only I'm increasing my bet size. And remember, I'm not going above that fifth step, okay? Let's go once again. Okay, we have a win. As most of you know that I gave more emphasis on safety rather than a quick in, quick out kind of strategies. But for some players, some of my viewers, I come up with one of those strategies here and there because some of you like exciting strategies. That's all. So in this case, we're back in positives. So I would suggest you to go back to the base bet with three corner bets, okay? And obviously, you can change your corner bets if you want to. And I'm not going with four corner bets for this round. Okay, we have a loss, so we're gonna increase another corner bet here. But always make sure that your corner bets are not overlapping each other, because we want to cover as many numbers as possible. Many of you may say that, well, I could have followed a one-step regression, Yes, I could have done that, but as I said that I am keeping my stop loss to a strict limit, okay, to a strict step. So yeah, I'm playing it slowly, with a bit more safety. Okay. So in this case, we are in negatives. So I'm gonna go with four corner bets, but I'm gonna do some changes, okay? Especially on this one. I'm gonna change this one. And I'm gonna go with this. I need to make sure that my corner bets are not overlapping each other also, Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. Let's see what happens. Wherever you lose, just follow the steps, the next steps. Like if I lose this one, but I don't, I would have kept my bet with this same unit size on this same four corner bets, okay? And if I lost the next round, then only I would have increased it to +1, I would have gone to the next step of the progression. So I'm giving myself a bit more chances, by staying with that same unit size for another round. That's all. So we are back in positives, obviously. So we are gonna go back to the base unit size. Okay, let's go. Sometimes if you feel like leaving a certain dozen completely, you can go ahead and do that. But I like to cover three all of the dozens, through these corner bets. We're back to 10. As you can understand why I'm not taking a more aggressive approach here, because I know that while we are betting with corner bets, if we won or two consecutive rounds, it's going to compensate for all of the losses that we have incurred until now, So I don't need to take that much of aggressive approach. our aim is to stick around in this game for as long as possible because odds are already stacked against us. And if you're gonna take far more aggressive approach while using the progression, you are gonna only play it on casinos hands. I don't want that to happen with any of you. So yeah, let's go once again. We are moving slowly. Let's see if we can get to 20. Okay, we have a loss. We're gonna follow the process. With this kind of a process, you can play with it with so calmness. You don't need to be super aggressive, or you don't have to be on your nerves always. You can be calm. You know that you have a proper process and you are going according to that. So yeah, it's fine. Okay, we have a win. So let me check. We are in positive, so we don't need to remember. I'm not looking at the all-time session high. Okay, I'm only looking at the positives. Okay, I have a target. If I reach there, I'm gonna call it off. Okay, if I go to that over that fifth step, I'm gonna call it off too. I'm gonna say this is my stop loss, and I end it here. That's my process. Okay, it may not be the most exciting one, but it's beneficial and a safe one. That's all I can say. I don't claim to give any of you any holy grails. As you can see, that a direct win is gonna save up your time also. All of that time that we have lost while playing with the safe progression. One or two direct hits are gonna take us towards our target quickly. Anyway, let's choose. I'm choosing this corner bits completely randomly, because I believe in the progression, I believe in this system, so I know it's fine if I lose here and there also. It's fine. Okay, we have reached our target point. So I hope you all of you have understood this process properly, and I don't want to drag this video any longer because it will get boring and all of that, and there is nothing more to show actually. So just try it out on demo, and let me know how it works for you. And if you want to make any modifications, or if you have any systems that you would like me to display to everyone in this channel, please let me know. I would love to hear it from you. And thanks for watching, guys. Keep on supporting. I'm going to see you on the next video.